Generally, there's two reasons that pop up as to why there's a dispute when there's an estate. It's either the validity of the will or it's the content of the will. The reason that the validity of the will may come into question is generally based on one of two reasons. Whether the person had testamentary capacity to make the will in the first place. This pops up where if someone had a disease such as dementia or Alzheimer's that can affect their memory, cognition, or understanding of the world around them. The test for testamentary capacity is a legal question, not a medical question, but can be supported by medical opinion. Another circumstance is where there is undue influence. Undue influence is where someone has been forced or pressured into either making a will or changing their will. This could be that they've been pressured or forced to include certain people or exclude others, for instance, appointing a particular person as executor over someone else. The other primary estate litigation area that we deal with is family provision applications. This is where a person believes that they have been not adequately provided for by a will, or they've not been adequately provided for in circumstances of intestacy where a person didn't have a will. Under intestacy, the legislation defines how a person's estate gets divided up. There may be people that believe that they should have been accounted for in a person's estate, but are not under these intestacy laws. For instance, dependents who would not typically be covered by intestacy. In order to commence with a family provision application, generally you have to be an eligible applicant. In these circumstances, it is generally spouses, children, or dependents, as well as the circumstances of the person making the application. The legislation doesn't provide for what this adequate provision is, so it is a matter of circumstances, and it factors in the relationship between the deceased and the person making an application, as well as their circumstances and the reason that they may need this provision. If you have questions about the validity of the will, feel free to contact us.